are, madam. What do you say, Henry?
Yes, I think so.
Very good, sir.
Wasn't it a brilliant game?
Splendid, Henry.
Do you realise, my dear, Townsend United have won 11 games on the run since I've been their chairman?
Now, Henry, you mustn't take all the credit to yourself. The boys have a little to do with that, you know.
Yes, of course they have. But it's very gratifying all the same.
Very. I'm delighted for your sake.
What a game our centre-half played.
Yes, Little Sumner's a great player. So is Colin Turner. He's nearly as good a centre-forward as Eric.
As a matter of fact, Mary, between you and me, I think Eric's just a shade better than Turner.
Well, there's very little to choose between them, really. Excepting Turner's a professional and Eric an amateur.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing today. It's talent and sportsmanship which counts.
I wonder how his team's gone on today.
I wonder.
He should be in very soon now.
Yes, of course, he's playing at home this week. I was just thinking, what a pity that such a grand game as football should be spoiled by these football pools.
Yes. I know you feel very strongly about that matter, Henry.
I do indeed, Mary. They're an abomination. And as long as I hold the position of chairman of Townsend United, I shall do all I can to fight them. They're a menace.
Well, carried to excess, they are an evil, I know. But I think in many cases, the football pools provide relaxation and excitement for many who otherwise would lead a very dread existence.
Then what did they do before the pools were thought of?
What did we do before wireless?
Anyway, I hope I never see a football coupon in this house.
I hope you never do.
Hello there.
Here's Eric now.
Mother?
Darling,
Hiya, Dad. What's the matter? You're looking very solemn.
been raving about the football pools again.
Well, I shouldn't worry too much, Dad. You'll never stop them.
I wish I could.
Cup of tea, Eric?
I'd love one, please, Mother. Oh, by the way, how did United get on, Dad?
2-1.
Good, Al.
It was a grand game. How did your team do, Eric?
We won 3-1. Ours was a grand game too, Mother.
Splendid.
Excuse me, sir. There's a phone call for you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you, Brown. I expect it's Irene. She promised the phone. Will you excuse me?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Irene Butler. I wonder why he still persists in paying attention to that girl.
Hello? Oh, it's you, Irene. My word, you almost timed your call to the second. Sorry you missed the match this afternoon. You would have enjoyed it. Oh, it was a terrific game.
Did you win, Eric? 3-1. Lovely. You scored all the goals? Oh, you're a darling. You'll be playing for England next. Can I make it? You bet I can. Hotel Majestic, 7 o'clock. All right, I'll be there. No, I won't be late. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Joe.
See you later.
That's my hand.
Sorry.
Hello, Uncle Joe. Who won?
Oh, Townsend United, of course. You know, our team's unbeatable this season.
Eric's team won this afternoon. 3-1. And what do you think? Eric scored all 3 goals.
Oh, that's grand.
I told him he'd be playing for England yet.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, Irene. And you know our centre-forward Turner? He scored a couple of beauties today. He's as good as Jimmy Brown. He just snubs them in. You know, Turner's the greatest centre-forward in this country.
Not the greatest, Uncle Joe.
No?
No. Eric's the greatest.
Oh.
It's the finest bit of football you'll ever see.
Football?
Yes.
Get away, that was a foul.
What was the foul?
The way it went like that.
That wasn't a foul. Wait till we get inside. We'll talk about food. You're always thinking of your stomach, you are.
We're talking about my stomach.
I say it was a goal. That's open about the point.
I say it was offside.
How could it be offside?
Because the referee was on your side.
How could it be on my side if it was offside?
It was offside, I tell you.
Were you there at the match?
Yes.
Oh, that's when I met you.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Listen, my dear friend, I've seen more football matches than you struck matches. And I'd say it was a goal.
It was offside.
What are you talking about? You weren't there.
Don't do that to him.
I'll do that to you. Never mind then. Don't just forget that.
Don't
See, what?
I said it was offside.
Don't talk about it. I'm not going to put it for life.
Oh!
What's in the goal? Now, the next time, I won't argue. I'll destroy you. No harm done. Just a friendly argument, that's all.
Friendly argument? It sounded like a peace conference to me.
Yeah. Hello? Is this yours?
Well, it was, yeah.
You know, that was hard as poor old Turner getting crossed right in the last minute of the game.
That was nothing, only a bit of muscle strain. He'll be all right. I remember once I was playing for the home guard against the regulars.
Yeah.
Before the game started, our sergeant came in the dressing room and said, "Listen, lads, every goal our side scores today, you're all on a pint of beer."
Yeah.
But before the game started, I heard that the regulars had been given the same promise by their officers. They were on a pint for every goal they scored. It was a good game.
Was it?
Yeah. Half-time, we were leading 43-42.
How did you finish up?
I don't remember that. Oh, another time, I was taking a free kick.
Now listen, turn it up. The only thing you'll ever kick is the bucket, and you're well on your way. Listen, what about this coupon? Where's your coupon?
Oh, my coupon, I haven't worked it out yet. Come on, let's check it. You've got the paper.
Yeah, mine's down again. The only thing I got right this week was the address. I should have sent mine away in invisible ink.
Of course, you're a real mug, you know. Why don't you do like I do?
What's that?
I've got a system. I permutate.
Really? I thought it was a Scotch coat.
I'm taking the easy 6 this week.
Really?
Not much of a dividend, you know, but I thought, well, I might as well pick up a bit of easy money.
Sure.
It's too easy, really. And I don't want a lot of money. I just want a nice few steady pounds every week.
I understand. Never mind. What have you done?
Chelsea to win.
They lost. 4-1.
Huddersfield to lose.
They won 6-2.
Everton to draw.
They lost 5-0.
I bet I've got this one right. Charlton to win.
Charlton, they lost 7-3.
Portsmouth to win.
They lost 3-0. Now, what have we got down for Preston?
A draw.
They lost 1-0.
I nearly got that one right, didn't I?
6 of one and half a dozen of the other. You didn't even get one right for all 6.
Oh, well, look at the weather we've been having.
The weather? There's nothing wrong with the weather. The weather's all right. It's the people...
I say, didn't he do that?
Oh, he does everything.
You're telling me you should see my kitchen.
Well, is he still breathing? He's all right. It's still a goal. There's nothing wrong with that hat. You just want to iron it, steam it, put it in the oven, open the window, throw it out, and buy a cap.
I say, I hope you get along with your coupons.
Me coupon's hard, a bit of hard luck this week.
Oh, I am sorry.
I nearly got one right.
Oh, I do wish you'd win.
Why him? Why not me?
I like to see my best boarders happy. Especially you.
Me?
And Irene, your niece. She's such a charming girl.
Well, I'm not so bad myself, really.
I've had quite enough of you for one day. But Joe, Mr. Butler, he's so like my second husband.
Really?
Oh, what a gentleman he was.
Really?
Always excused himself when he spat in the fire.
Really? A public school man.
Well, more of a public house man.
Oh, you joke.
Yes. And what a sport.
Why, must have been when he married you.
Say, yes.
Must have been a hero.
Oh, say, what a silly little thing I am.
Yes.
Never mind, it'll do.
Some milk and sugar in.
There you are.
And some prussic acid.
Oh, there, take it.
Thank you. Well, here's looking at you.
Well, what a mess.
Well, accidents will happen.
Yes, and you're one of them.
Oh, it's nothing at all, dear, nothing at all.
Well, Uncle Joe, I'm just going out.
You won't be home late, will you?
No, I won't be very late.
If you're early, he's not trying.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Uncle Joe.
Goodbye, Irene.
Oh,
Well, I asked for that. Some people have all the luck, eh?
oh, she's a sweet girl. As I was saying, my second husband was a great sport.
Hmm?
Well, now, he was a real football fan. If it comes to that, I was a real football fanny.
I bet you were.
Oh, I used to follow our team all over.
Really?
I was a very attractive girl.
What a memory.
What?
I'd say you still are.
Yeah, but you are awful.
No, I think he's quite right. I think you're a very attractive little lady.
Well, I still have my moments. I'll go and make some fresh tea.
Mm-hmm. More hot water coming up.
Time you got to move on.
Good heavens, will open. Listen, I've got a marvellous steak tonight with a real piece of undressed chicken.
Ah, doing a bit of bird fancying, eh?
Sure.
Yeah. Where are you meeting her?
The Hotel Majestic.
Majestic.
Plenty of money. My father's a bank manager.
How do you find them?
Me? Never miss. I've got a toss. I've got what you haven't got, my friend. Personality. Do you know I have a marvellous pedigree?
So is my dog.
Your dog? Your dog? Do you realize that my great-great-grandfather sailed over the sea on the Mayflower?
Did he?
Yes, I can trace my ancestors back for thousands and thousands of years. Do you know who I am?
I know now.
Who?
Whip it quick.
Whip it quick. Whip it quick. Why, you don't know what you're talking about. Do you realize, has your father ever sailed over the seas on that wonderful ship, the Mayflower?
No, I think he went on the Ben McCree.
The Ben McCree, an insult to my great ancestors.
There's something peculiar about you.
Nothing peculiar about me. You're the one that's peculiar.
You're psychic.
I'm psychic.
I knew it.
Do you know I have the feeling that you and I have met in another world? A world of nothing else but spirits.
I know. Yates's Wine Lodge.
Yates's Wine Lodge. Do you realize that my father married his 8th wife when he was 94?
what a constitution.
Yes, he was one for punishment.
Hey, must have been.
Now you know what stock I come from.
Yes, and how many children in your family?
I forget. There were so many.
You went abundance then, your father.
Must have done. At least there must have been 20. Go on, you laugh. No time to laugh. I'm away.
I know what stock you came from now.
What stock?
Rabbits.
Rabbits, right? That's why I like the greens. You think I'm crazy, but there's nothing crackers about me.
Somebody ought to tell him, you know.
Butting in, but you wouldn't be by any chance the bank manager's daughter?
No, monsieur.
Oh, I was hoping you would be. Well, there's no harm in trying.
Monsieur, I
Yeah?
like you. Come and sit down.
Sit down with the greatest of pleasure. The pleasure comes later, I hope.
Do care for the drink.
A drink? I only have one drink a day, darling. I start in the morning and I finish at midnight. What's your favourite drink?
Champagne.
Champagne? Sorry, the wrong house.
Oh, monsieur.
You like drink, huh? All right, on this occasion, why worry? Let the income tax rate.
Garçon.
Yvonne?
Garçon.
Is it? So it is, but that's a later
No,
job.
no, garçon and waiter.
Oh, French for waiter. We call them spiz. Harry, service. Give us a headache, will you? Oh, it's Chinese. Oh, so it is. There you are.
Garçon, bottle of champagne.
What do you say?
Yvonne, this year, if you don't mind. Yes.
Little chartreuse, soup sans ferment, and a touch of avocado.
Have a car? Yes, I had a car once, but I flubbed it. Oh, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Has anyone ever told you how lovely you are? Well, I'm telling you now. What about a kiss, huh? Tuck it in. Oh, it's too easy. I like to fight for it. But you have to breathe.
23 and 6.
Yvonne?
23 and 6.
23 and 6. Oh, yes.
No,
good
no,
point.
no.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of it, dear. I wouldn't think of it.
Allow me.
They are... That should be in the museum. They are... Darling, it's a lovely bag you have. Oh, don't worry about the change, waiter. Keep the change, silver. Oh, well, angel face. As I was saying, dear, I suppose you feel a bit bored here.
A little.
You like pictures? Yes. Have you ever seen the Flappers Downfall? Well, you will any moment. Now,
Well, darling, to me, this is the end of a perfect day.
It's been wonderful, Eric. Perfect isn't the word for it. If only your father weren't so...
So what?
Well, he's...
Oh, darling, let's leave Father out of it. There's no point in holding a debate on what he thinks.
But the future, Eric.
Let the future look after itself. Do you believe in fate and stars and that sort of thing?
I don't really know.
Well, I'm a firm believer in fate and in my lucky star. Follow your star and it leads you to happiness.
I wish I could feel as happy as you do about it.
But you can, you must. Everything's going to be grand. Irene, I promise you, no one shall ever come between us.
you'll pardon me. My friend and I, Mademoiselle's sidecar or some car, we'd like to go to the pictures. Do you know there's anything good on?
I don't really know. Do you know, Irene?
No, I don't. In any case, most places will be closed down now.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I think we'll go to the nudist colony. There's a marvellous moonlight parade on tonight. Would you like to join in? You know, the last time I went there, I was floating still. Anyway, thanks for telling me.
Who is that comical character, Irene?
Cecil Alistair. He's a manager at one of your father's shops. Must be his night off.
Oh, yes, I've heard about him. They say he's loopy.
I believe you're right.
I'm sorry, darling, but the pictures are closed. we should worry about that, huh? What about a nice little stroll in the park? Just you and I together, eh? By the way, incidentally, you're not married.
Mais oui.
Oui? Honestly? Any children?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Under the cat. That's funny, I was at kittens this morning. Well, here's hoping. Mm-hmm. Ah, you see ourselves, darling, sitting on a nice little bench in the park. Eye to eye, cheek to cheek. Oh, you are warm. Are you in the mood? Honestly? No kidding, huh? What are we wasting time for? Oh, yes, sir.
You do believe in my lucky star, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it's fun living with you.
It is fun. It's getting late. I think you ought to be going.
In a moment, darling. Cigarette?
Thanks. Oh, Eric, do you ever hear anything of Joyce Bentley these days?
No, I haven't seen Joyce for weeks. Why, what's crossing your mind? You're not jealous, are you?
Of course I am, darling.
No need to be. I'm not in the least interested in Joyce Bentley.
Oh, dear. That just reminds me. The time this big brute took me out to dinner. Patsy needs a little encouragement.
Hello, who's that? Oh, yes, Mrs. Chambers. This is Joyce Bentley speaking. Is Eric there?
He's not in yet, Miss Bentley. I don't suppose he'll be very long now. He is a naughty boy, keeping such late hours. No, it's not really important. Just that I haven't seen much of him lately, so I thought I'd ring him up and wish him good night and sweet dreams. And how are you keeping? That's fine. And dear Mr. Chambers? Splendid. Well, tell Eric I was inquiring after him, won't you?
Very well. I'll tell him.
Yes, do. Come round any time you like. Mr. Chambers will be very pleased to see you. Not at all. Cheerio. Good night.
Who was that, Mary?
Joyce Bentley, Henry.
Ah, I suppose you wanted Eric.
Of course she did.
By Jove, I do wish that boy would listen to sense.
About what?
About what? About Joyce, of course. What a wife she would make for him.
Yes, I've heard you say so before, dear.
Yes, and I'm right. But these modern young men won't listen. They think they know it all.
Now, look here, Henry. You know very well these matters of the heart are things we cannot control.
I know, dear. But one day, Joyce Bentley will be a very rich girl. Did you know that?
I don't care. If Eric's not in love with her, you and I can't help it.
I suppose not. But what a pity it is. Anyhow, it's time our summer's coming in. It's getting late.
I don't suppose he'll come to any harm.
All the same, I'd like to know where he gets to night after night.
He's all right, Henry. Perhaps he's training for something.
Training? What, at this hour of night? I'd like to know what he's training for.
Mr. Clark.
Yes? Oh, show him in, will you?
Yes.
Morning, Nobby.
Oh, Bell, sit down.
Thanks very much.
Got any money?
Afraid I haven't.
Now, look here, Bell, I've got to have some money. You owe me £650, 450 for horses and 200 for dogs.
I know, don't rub it in.
I've got to rub it in. I need the money.
But I've nothing left. I've lost everything. My luck's right out. Everybody seems to be pulling against me. Can't you wait a bit longer?
Now, don't come the sob stuff. You've had your chances. When you had anything to draw, you were first round to this office many times before it was open. Now, look here, Bell, you've had hundreds of pounds out of me from time to time.
But I'll pay you back if you give me time.
I've given you plenty of time.
Well, just give me another week or two. I've got a new job and...
Yes, I've heard, at Henry Chambers Limited.
That's right. Good salary and marvellous prospects.
I know Chambers very well, and he hates the sight of gamblers.
I fooled him all right.
Obviously. No, it's no good, Bell. I'll have to go and talk to him.
No, for God's sake, no, but don't do that. Give me another chance. I'll pay you all right, on my honour.
All right. This is the last. You let me down this time, you know what to expect.
Oh, thanks a lot, Nobby. You're a pal. I won't let you down this time.
Just one word of advice. Be careful.
I will. Cheerio.
How did you get in?
Oh, through the door.
Was it open?
No, it was closed.
Oh, clever, eh? Well, I can tell you right away, my charges are 5 guineas a week for a single room without meals or bath. Then, of course, there's the use of the letterbox, which will be another £1 a week extra. Then it's the bath and washing.
I'm not requiring room, thank you.
Oh, you're not, aren't you? Then why this intrusion?
I'm the new general manager for the chain of shops owned by Mr. Henry Chambers.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. Won't you sit down?
Sorry, haven't time or the information.
Oh, well, what do you want?
I'm Mr. Bell, and I want to contact 2 of our shop managers, name of Butler and Alistair. I'm told they live here.
Oh, they're 2 of my best boarders. But they've gone to business, Mr. Dumbbell.
Mr. Bell, if you don't mind. They weren't at their shops when I called. All the other shops are open and taking money, but their shops are still closed.
Oh, they left here some time ago.
I'll go back and give them a piece of my mind.
Listen, I shouldn't give them too much if I were you.
Why not?
I don't think you can spare a lot.
Oh, wisecracking, eh? One of the know-it-alls.
Well, I know a little bit.
You know nothing.
I know a gentleman when I see one, Mr. Doorbell.
Is that so? You undersized little puppy.
How dare you get out of here before
or I slosh you with this.
Yes, and I'll throw your borders up when I see them. Goodbye.
And goodbye to you.
Get damn you.
Oh. Oh, I am glad to see you. I thought you were never coming.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I've left you 20 bags.
20 bags?
And there may be some more next week.
Oh, you are a gem.
Darling.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'll see you next week, darling.
Bye-bye. Oh, what a wonderful Coalman. 20 bags. Well, this won't do. I must get about my work.
Come on, Ethel, you're next. Time you were indoors. What a life, eh? Must be a better way of getting living than this. Hey, Jack! You are? Put that there, will you?
The papa for you just arrived.
Good girl, let's always look after your business. I'm going to raise your money next week.
But you already owe me 2 weeks' money.
I'm going to raise it next week. I'll know you please. Put that in the oven, love. Don't forget our date tomorrow. Hello there. Oh dear, oh dear. That should enjoy yourself. Come on, come here. Yeah, I don't know what's coming over me. I'm sorry. I say, Rita, fatten that one up a bit, will you? There's not enough meat on that to make a sandwich. Where are you? Come on, wherever you are, come on. Now, what's your trouble? Think you put some eggs in here? That's why. Are you sure? What's that? Something's happening. What are you talking about? Oh, gracious me. I forgot to break the shell. Of course you did. I must remember that next time. Well, the poor little things will want something to eat. Of course you will. You better check them outside. Get them some ration cards. I'm not kidding you. The things you've got to do these days. Will you shut up down there?
This is the last third. You feather it. I'm going home.
Oh, all right. Don't bite the ear off. Aha. Well, my little man, how are you this evening? I'm very well, thank you. Yes, thank you, yes. Oh, well, it's going to be done. Don't get a messing about.
Now, what's all this mess about?
Run away. Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, by the way, I want you to go next door and clean Joe's windows. Right.
You'll attend to me now.
I'll attend to you when I've finished my bird.
Do you know who I am?
Well, let me think. I haven't the faintest idea. And what is more, I'm not the slightest bit interested.
You will be. I'm the new supervisor for Henry Chambers' shop. Oh. My name's Clarence Bell.
Clarence Bell. Well. I know your sister Isabel. She's number 5. Ding, ding, you know.
Who are you, anyhow?
Who am I?
Yes.
I'm the manager of this outfit.
The manager?
Yes.
And to think Mr. Chambers engaged you.
Yes. Why am I sacked?
You're right. There's going to be a change.
What, the weather?
No, in the staff. Oh. I was here half an hour ago and the shop wasn't open.
You'll probably it was.
It wasn't.
You'll probably it was.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
I'll trust you for it. I'll ask my friends. What?
This isn't the Bar. It's a madhouse.
Well, it is a bit of a mess, I'll admit.
Well, get it cleared away in the place side up, that's all. And don't forget, I want the shop open every morning at 9 o'clock sharp.
9 o'clock sharp.
On the dot.
I'll tell you when the alarm clock.
I'm clearing out of here.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Bell. Mr. Doorbell.
Don't start again. My name's Bell.
What? Goodbye.
Bye.
Ring off. Would you like a bird to take out for the night? No? Right. Go into the chili. Let's call your call anyway. Here.
How do you do? Nice day. Did you go to the match on Saturday?
Match?
Yeah.
Football match?
Yeah.
I don't hold with it.
Oh.
22 able-bodied men chasing a little ball about.
Oh. I think that's better than 22 able-bodied men on horseback chasing a little fox about. Well, what can I get for you, please?
Have you a pink form? Have you a pink form?
Well, not now. I did have as a little baby, you know. I've grown out of that, you know.
Form for a dog license?
Dog license? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it for yourself?
No, for a dog, you maniac.
A dog, yes. Your dog, I presume?
Certainly.
Yes. One license for one dog. Buck or a doe?
It's a dog.
The dog, yes. And the dog's name, well, isn't it an extraordinary thing that a dog license costs exactly the same as a marriage license? 7 and a tanner.
I wouldn't know. I'm not married.
You're not. What a blessing for some poor woman. Arthur, thank you very much. Thank you.
I want you. I'm the new general manager for Henry Chambers Limited. Mr. Bell, if you want to know.
Well, I don't want to know particularly, but how are you, Mr. Ding Dong?
I haven't come here for any nonsense.
Oh, I can see. That's a bit of a knock, I should think, by the look of you.
No wonder we get so many complaints about you and that fool Alistair.
Now, don't lose your temper. We do our best.
Best? A damn poor best, that's all I can say. Listen, if there isn't a great improvement here, and at once, your reign is very short.
One of
Remember
the best
that.
lads we've got.
Still living.
We'll have to get something ready for him next time.
Oh, I'm waiting.
This is my shop. My
You have
shop.
to pop off my egg in a moment.
Well, go on, see what you want.
Oh, how do you do, my beautiful creature? Now, what can I interest you in, away from my handsome self?
I want to open a savings bank.
That's the game. Why should you work? With your face and my ability to conquer the world, I used to use nothing else but a flash lamp and a car. Get away quick.
You misunderstand. I want to open a banking account.
Oh, an account, right? You say so. Certainly. And now, your name, please?
Angela Anastasia Twist.
Angela and Twist. Twist, I know your brother Oliver.
I want to invest £1 to commence with.
£1, really? This is a good one.
Are there any bad ones?
I couldn't tell you, my dear. Anyway, you know best. You beautiful thing.
Thank you. Now, I suppose I can withdraw the usual amount. £3, isn't it?
On demand? Certainly.
Well, then, in that case, I might as well draw £3 today. Save me coming tomorrow.
Why waste time? Time marches on. Why waste Butler? Oh, how would you like the money?
Oh, now, let me see. To suit my immediate needs, 2 £1 notes.
As you like it, Shakespeare.
Thank you. 2 10-shilling notes.
With great pleasure.
Thank you. And £2 worth of silver, please.
Oh. Put it in your bag. Don't bother counting it.
Thank you so much, so much. You've been a real gem.
You think so? You'll call again tomorrow, Angeline.
I'm afraid not. Good day.
Oh. Excuse me, Angeline. You've forgotten something.
What's that?
The book.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, money for Jeff.
To be sure, Prophet.
You bet your life, Joe.
Hang on, 50-50.
50-50? What for? Listen, by the way, did you send that birthday card to Pauline?
I forgot all about it.
You forgot about it? Really? You've got a memory like a bow-legged camel. You put things down, you don't know where they are. Now tell me, have you got a birthday card?
Get one from over there. Pen and ink.
Now, what will I say?
From Uncle Joe and Uncle Cecil, with love.
Well, Mary, have you seen anything of Miss Spencer lately?
No, I haven't, Dad. She may be out of the country for all I know.
Oh, Sam.
She's a most charming and attractive girl.
I've heard you say so before on more than one occasion. You'll have Mother jealous if you're not careful.
What a coincidence. Your name was mentioned only a few seconds ago. I hope it is in a nice way. How do you do, Mr. Chambers? It's a pleasure to see you again. And Eric at home for a change, eh?
You're right, Joyce. Well, my dear, we're very glad you've called. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. And what's Eric doing with his time these days?
Oh, I'm pretty busy, you know, studying. I hope to get through my final medical shortly.
I wish you luck.
Cigarette?
No, thank you. Didn't I see you at the Majestic a few nights ago?
Possibly.
And such a charming companion, too. I did think she looked sweet.
Oh, very nice of you to say so.
Not at all. Do you know, Mr. Chambers, I almost felt passive when I saw Eric's companion.
Oh, no, we can't have that, Miss Bentley. Never.
Hardly. You know, Miss Bentley...
We're becoming very formal, aren't we?
Well, Joyce.
That's better.
What I really wanted to say was that Father is always singing your praises, isn't he, Mother?
Yes. Once a day at least, and twice on Sundays.
That's sweet of you, Mr. Chambers. I can always rely on you as a staunch supporter, can't I?
Always, my dear.
And Eric?
He's a great friend.
Thank you, Eric. And promise to introduce me to that sweet girl, won't you?
Certainly, if you wish it.
I do indeed. Let me see. I was told she was the niece of someone who keeps a newspaper shop. Is that true?
Yes. Her uncle is the manager of one of our shops.
How interesting.
Excuse me, Miss Bentley. Henry. Eric, don't you want to hear the sports commentary?
Oh, yes, rather. If Miss Bentley doesn't mind.
Indeed, no. I should be delighted.
Especially if there's anything about Eric.
Oh, that's hardly likely. Anyway, we'll find out. Here is this evening's sports news. Association football. The draw for the next round of the Soccer Cup ties will take place next week at the Football Association headquarters in London. There's much excitement prevailing in the soccer world, and the result of the draw is being eagerly awaited. It's estimated that over 1 million people will pass through the turnstiles to see this round. Townsend United are now the only third division team left in the Cup. There are slight hopes that Colin Turner, the clever Townsend United forward, will be available for the Cup tie. The England team for the amateur international match against Scotland has been selected and is as follows. In goal, G. Howard. Left back, J. Watson. Right back, P. Allen. Left half, F. Clifton. Centre half, S. Brown. Right half, K. Bradley. Outside right, T. Jackson. Inside right, H. Desmond. Centre forward and captain, E. Chambers. And it's a point of interest that this is the only new cap in the English team. Eric Chambers plays centre forward for Townsend University and is acknowledged by the experts as being the best centre forward of this season. The fact that Chambers has been honoured with captaincy on the occasion of his first international is confirmation of the very high opinion of the selection committee on his ability as displayed recently.
Well done, my boy.
Terrific, isn't it, Dad?
Isn't that just too thrilling? Oh, Eric, I must be the first to congratulate you. Congratulations, my boy. Chosen for England. It's just too marvelous. Oh, Eric, I'm so proud of you. You'll be a public idol now. No time for poor little me. Oh, well, this won't do at all. I've a round of calls to make. Goodbye, Mrs. Chambers. Bye-bye, dear Mr. Chambers.
Goodbye, my dear.
Eric, see Miss Bentley to her car.
Very good, Marlowe.
Uncle Joe, has Mummy come home?
No, not yet, dear.
Will she be long?
I don't think so. Why?
Well, I was just wondering. Do you think I could play out a little longer?
Yes, that'll be all right. But don't go out of the garden.
No, I won't. Can I have an orange?
Yes, take one.
Thank you.
Oh, Pauline, switch the wireless off when you go out.
Yes, I will.
Joe, how dare you? What are you doing with those dirty boots on my settee?
Well, I didn't want to dirty your carpet.
Oh, you ought to know better.
I'm sorry, my little cockatoo.
Cockatoo?
Oh, have you heard about Eric Chambers?
No, what's happened?
He's been picked to play for England.
Oh, Joe, I am glad. That's wonderful news.
Hey, where have you been?
I've been to see my friend Gloria.
Gloria?
Yes, you know Gloria. She's expecting.
Is she?
Expecting her husband home any minute now. Does Irene know about Eric? She'll be thrilled to bits.
Yes, and so will you in a minute or two.
Joe, we're not at the pictures now, you know. Please, Joe. I've got scruples.
That doesn't matter. I've had them twice. Oh, Betty, Betty, nothing will ever come between us when I get rid of this. Oh, Betty. Oh, my darling. Is that me? Oh, Betty, Betty.
Joe, what are you going to do?
I don't know whether to kiss you or strangle you.
Oh, Joe.
But seriously, Betty,
Yes.
seriously, there's been something on my mind. At last I've got the courage to ask you.
Joe, what is it?
Get rid of that damned hat, will you?
Oh.
Take it off. That's better. Ah, Betty, I knew one day you'd fall for me.
Joe! Oh, Joe, control yourself.
Me control myself. I like that.
Well, really, you must be in your second childhood.
Well, if I am, I'm enjoying it a lot better than my first one. Oh, Betty, I do love you. Why don't you marry me? You know, I'm not like other men.
Why, what's the matter with you?
Oh.
But Joe, tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Well, I think it saves a lot of time.
You know, during the war...
All right, I know. You got to tell me about your American friends now.
Well, as a matter of fact, I had proposals of marriage from half the American army.
Yes?
And rude suggestions from the other half. You know, I'd like to marry an American soldier and go to America.
You wouldn't.
I would. Then I could leave him, come home, and live happily ever after.
But why marry an American?
I want to see the world.
That's all right. I'll buy you a map. Oh, Betty, I love you so much.
Joe.
Betty.
Oh.
In the pool of chance we throw everything we've got. Sometimes it comes up for us at other times not so hot.
It's just the same with love we're told, whichever way you view it. But I love you, and you love me.
And that's all there is to it.
So let's make a go of it, for what we know of it, love is just a game.
Some make a mess of it, others a success of it, getting in a tangle, don't know who's to blame.
But we'll make a blend of it, risking the end of it, let us stake our claim.
So let's make a go of it, for what we know of it, love is just a game. Sorry I'm late.
That's all right, Joe.
The usual.
Sure. There we are. I say, Joe, I've never been so busy in all my life. I don't think there's people got any homes to go to.
This has.
I say, put on your coat, will you, and give us a hand?
Won't be long.
I hope not. So they asked you, frightened the life out of me.
I think, Alistair.
Yes?
Will you do me a favour? I know you could, you know.
Anything to oblige you, Mr. Churchbell.
I've got a terrific tip for the 2:30 race tomorrow.
Oh?
But I'm just in a spot for a bit of cash.
No cash? You have a bit of tripe?
No, seriously, Alistair. Lend me £20 a weekend, that's a good chap. If ever there was a cert, I've got it.
Listen, you're already over £60. You know, you'll have to stop backing horses, otherwise you'll have to work for a living.
Oh, come on, hurry up just this once. I won't ask you again.
Are you sure? You always seem to come when there's money about. Listen, I'm rather busy just now.
Oh, come on, lend me the money. I'll soon be away.
All right, this time, but never again. How much you say you want? 30?
That's right, yes.
You are? There's £10 locked up. Now, we'll split this between us, eh? Let's live, you know, as well as you. 1 to you, 1 to me. 2 to you, 1, 2 to me. 3 to you, 1, 2, 3 to me. And 4 to you. That's more than I've got, isn't it? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Now, listen, old boy, be very careful going out. Walk out backwards, and they'll think you're coming in again.
Alistair, you're a pal.
Don't
Goodbye, and...
I've been wrong.
Thanks very much indeed.
You're a pal.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, old boy. I'm sorry for him. I wonder what the food's like in prison. I hate to leave it. Bill, nobody be back. Hello, darling. Hi, I'm all right. Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss. What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, old boy. Just having a bit of fun, you know. I'm rehearsing for a nervous breakdown. Now, what can I do for you?
A couple of trotters, please.
I mean, a couple of trotters?
Yes.
What do you think this is, a race course or something?
I said I want a couple of
Well, I'm
trotters.
sorry they haven't got any.
What do you mean you haven't got any? What's these?
What do you call them?
I call them trotters.
Oh, somebody else. The drumsticks, is it really? How many do you want? 2 or a couple?
I want a couple. Why?
Well, it makes a difference in the price, you see. You wouldn't like a nice black pudding?
No.
No, here we are. The ball's there, they're off. Oh, I beg your pardon. Would you mind picking it up? Oh, I get so excited, you see. We're not used to the rest like this.
I don't want that. It's got sawdust.
I beg your pardon?
I said I don't want that. It's got sawdust.
Sawdust? No, what? Sawdust? What do you want? Cream or something? Nothing like service. Give me your money. Don't argue the point tonight.
Hello, madam. What can I get for you, please?
But have you got any yet?
I'm sorry, we haven't, no.
Oh, you don't mean to say you haven't
Oh,
got
we
any?
can't get them now, you know.
But surely you have some.
But they're for export only, you see. Now, what do you really want?
Well, I want 6 penny worth of chips, half a pound of tripe, a cow heel, 5 trotters, 4 penny worth of scallops, and could you oblige me, mother, with a penny stamp?
What a mouthful. Now, how many chips shall I get for you?
I'll take 6.
6. I'll send the boy round with them.
Hello? What are you supposed to be doing?
Vinegar, salt and vinegar.
Was it all the vinegar?
Yes.
You missed you there.
Right.
Who told you to do that anyway?
You told me to do it.
You're getting on my nerves, you are. Showing me up in front of the customers. You've been wanting wages next. Wages, that's what you've been wanting. Wages, we talk. Get inside, get inside. Get the chicken pies. Hello, sweetie. Hello, darling. How are you, huh? What do you want, darling?
2 pies.
2 pies? Certainly not. Do you remember the night we had at the Majestic? Oh, more to come, more to come. 2 pies. That was anything for you, darling. Any time. Oh, sorry. Oh, there's a lady coming back to the road. Two pies, please. American Jeep. You are love. That's it. Now, let me pardon. Fool. You know,
Hey, you. I want some tripe.
Some tripe?
Aye.
You'll hear that in the radio shop next door, but what?
No, I didn't mean that kind of tripe. I mean the tripe you eat.
Oh, the tripe, certainly, my friend. Certainly, there.
Is that fresh?
It should be. It was only caught this morning. Caught? Yes, in the mangle.
Well, I'll take £1.50.
£1.50? Oh, I'll have to sell it by the pound. Only by the yard. Yes, beautiful bit of stuff. Make a lovely set of bagpipes, too. Oh, the old king's here. The old judge's week, you know. I now declare the court open. Would you mind putting your elbow on there? What do you want?
I'll take 2 inches.
2 inches? Will you take it with you or will I send it?
I'll take it with me.
I thought so, certainly.
I say, there's a fellow of yours next door, a fellow called Joe.
Oh.
He told me if I come in here, you might be able to give me a drop of whiskey.
I might be able.
Aye.
I don't think so. You're speaking of the dead now. Whiskey's a thing of the past. Have you ever tried our wonderful trotter cocktail?
Oh, good hell. Oh, I'm sorry. I beg pardon.
Fish chips a piece, right? Da-dee-dum-dum, da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, dee-da-dum, bum, da-dee-dum, bum, bum-dum, bum, da-dum-bum, da-dee-bum, da-dum, dee-dum-dum, bum.
It's been a pleasure. Recommend us to all your friends. Good night, madame. Good night, monsieur.
There's only 2 chicken pies left.
Oh, only 2 chicken thighs? What happened to the other 2 big ones?
Oh, they've all gone.
Oh, we'll let those 2 go as well. Might as well all die together.
Hey, that's your plates.
What?
That's your plates.
Don't talk to me like that.
I thought you were all like
There's my plates. Put those plates down. Don't argue the point.
Put them down.
Certainly.
Sit down.
Oh, you don't like the place, do you?
I don't like the place. I don't like your fish.
Oh, you don't?
And I don't like your... That's what I think about your pies, and that's what I think about your tripe. And I don't like you, and what's more, I don't get enough to eat here.
You don't get enough to
No,
eat?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
That suits me. Well, there's some peas to take home with it. There you are, man.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, it's like anything like that.
Oh,
Yes. If you want to play, that's all right. There we are, my boy. There we are.
Real work. Just a moment. What's this? What's this?
Have you any flax seeds?
What is it?
I want to grow it a bit bigger. It's a half Alsatian and a half crackers, I think. You
Stuff it down, is it?
Well, does it look like a monkey?
We don't want that in here. I'm for God's sake, take it outside.
Oh, this is a performing dance.
Outside.
Oh, it's a
performing dance.
Hurry, 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 hoopla, hurry, hurry, hoopla. Hurry, come on. Hurry.
Come on now.
So I will go with her.
More trouble brewing, eh?
Is this good?
Very good, yes.
You know, I told Mr. Chambers yesterday what a marvellous manager you are.
Oh, yes.
You know, Joe, I have a great respect for you.
Are you on the tapping stakes again?
Well, yes. Tip for the biggest race in certainty history, right from the owner.
I know. I've heard it all before.
Joe, lend me £25, will you? I'm a little short of capital.
Capital and labour, the old story, eh?
Yes, but there's not much difference now between capital and labour.
I'll tell you the difference. Capital, if I lend you £25, that's capital. When I try and get it back, that's labour.
Oh, but Joe, lend me the money, please. I can get 20 to 1 now. It'll be 3 to 1 tomorrow. Here, pal. I won't ask you again.
Now, look here. You've had £50 already. If I let you have another 25, that's £75 you owe me.
That's all right, Joe. I'm sure to win this time. And you'll have it all back.
Well, look, if I don't get it back by the end of this week, I'm going to tell Mr. Chambers. And don't forget, it's his money, not mine, you know.
Now, don't worry, Joe. I'll pay you back.
You know, 20 and 5, 25. And before your horse runs, you want to get somebody to give it an injection of electric sparks.
Well, Joe, thanks a lot. Cheerio.
Well, if he isn't one of the 40, I've never seen one. All right, Cecil. Oh, no, take that out. I don't want that in here again.
Would you believe it? I've lost my dog.
Dog?
I've lost my dog.
Was that what it was?
What do you think it was, a moth? I said, John, what a sensation. What a riot. Romans versus United.
Now don't get excited, Geoffrey. Don't get excited.
I won't sleep. I say, John, get me 40 tickets, will you?
40?
40?
What for?
I want to flog them in the back market. Oh, don't let me down. I'll be seeing you. You know where I'm going now? You'll never guess. I'll get a look for me done.
What do you think of the draw, Jeff?
Oh, it's terrific. I'll take 41 United.
Yeah, and so would I.
Will you be off duty that cup tie day?
No, but I will be.
I don't blame you.
Get me 4 tickets.
4? Right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Come on. Good day, sir. Have you the ecclesiastical visit? I'm afraid not, sir. But I have the racing specialist. All right. That will do. Thank you.
Can I have a box of chocolates and 2/4 pound of knocks, please? Thank you. What about the money in the coupon? Oh, I'll see Uncle Joe about that. Oh, I'll have these 2 magazines. Oh, and that ideal home.
Yeah, but that's a 1 and 6penny magazine.
I know, but Mummy wants it.
Oh, I suppose that means Mummy's got to have it then, eh?
Yes. And I also want some postal orders.
Postal orders?
Yes.
I'll be over there a little later on.
Yes, all right.
Ah, yes, sir. It's a brown brick something or other, isn't it?
Aye, well, whatever it is, you're having your share of it. Now, what I want is some tobacco.
Tobacco? Now, why not try some of this I'm smoking?
No,
Marvellous.
no,
One of our own mixtures, this, you know.
No, it looks too much like manure and sand.
I beg your pardon, there's no sand in this.
What I want is some tam o'shanter mixture, just like that.
Tam o'shanter? You've had your sporran in there as well, haven't you?
Look, what's the cheapest tobacco you've got?
11 and 6pence an ounce.
Oh, man, that's awful dear, that's awful dear. Could you not just sell me a pipeful?
A pipeful? We can't split an ounce like that.
Oh, you can't, you can't.
No.
Well, look here, you're no fit to be patronised. I'll take my custom elsewhere.
All right, goodbye. Thank you, Mother, for the dried eggs, will you? Nice day.
There is.
What can I get for you, please?
I'd like to join your circulating library.
Certainly, madam. Certainly. Now, can I have your name, please?
Bedelia Charmaine Petita.
Oh, what a lovely name.
Do you like it?
I love it, particularly the petita part. Yes. Now, what about a book?
Oh, well, you know what I like.
I've got a good idea. Give me 2 guesses.
Something nice and
Romantic. I knew it.
But what about that book?
Oh, the book, yes. Now, here we are. This is a very good one. I've read it myself. Heart Throbs at Eventide.
Oh, what's it about?
Well, the usual. What are they all about? But if you want a real smasher, I've got a book here. Look, Forever Crimson.
Forever Crimson?
Yes. You've read the other colour, I suppose?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's a Sunday school treat compared to this.
Oh, well, in that case, I think I'll take that one.
You will. Now, you'll find this most comforting during a fuel shortage.
Fuel shortage? What do you mean?
Well, it's a bit hot, you know. It'll keep you warm.
And it'll be hot for you when you cock your toes up. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Oh, come along, Uncle. I'm in a hurry.
All right, Pauline. I'm coming.
I want 2 postal orders for 6 and 9pence each.
I suppose 2 at 6pence wouldn't do.
No, Mummy wants 2 at 6 and 9pence.
Yes.
If it's only arithmetic that's worrying you, 13 and 6pence plus poundage.
Oh, we're not bothered about the poundage. No, I'm not charging for that anymore. It makes everything all complicated, you know. Here we are. 2 postal orders. Something for you. There you are. So, anything else?
No. Now let me see. I've had chocolate, papers, magazines, and postal orders. That will be 18 shillings.
18 shillings. Now, you sure?
If you don't believe me, get the ready reckoner.
That's a good idea, the ready reckoner. Here we are. Now we're all right. No, this is no good. Last year's.
I think you'd better see Mother about the money.
That's what I'll do. Well, you better be running along home now, Pauline. That's right. Been a good girl today?
Yes?
Done your piano practice?
No, I'm waiting until you come home.
Oh, don't bother to wait. Go and do it now. There's a good girl.
No, I wouldn't. I've learned my first tune today.
The Bluebells of Scotland. Yes, I've heard it.
Have you? Well, you're going to hear it again. You are, you know. Bye-bye, Uncle.
Good luck, Molly. bluebells.
Oh, don't sing that. I shall have enough of that tonight.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I've just got the new income tax papers in.
Don't mention it. I haven't opened the old one yet.
These are marvellous. They've done away with all those silly questions.
Really?
Only 3 things on there.
What's that?
I'll read them to you.
Uh-huh.
Number 1, how much did you earn? Number 2, how much have you got left? Number 3, send it in.
Was that one of ours? I got you. Don't move.
Come on, do something, do something.
I think I have done. Come on, put him up, both of you. I'll humor him.
Oh, please don't shoot. I'll give you all my money.
Money? That's not money I want.
What do you want then?
It's clothes I want. Clothes? Now your waistcoat. All right, don't rush me, I'm not strung. And your trousers.
Oh, not my trousers. Oh, I must wear something.
And your trousers. Oh, dear. I've done many a thing in my life, but I've never done a striptease. Yeah, come on, get them off. I'm in a hurry.
What about coming out?
What are you playing at? Smells like a tomcat.
Don't be so rude. Isn't it wonderful to think a wonderful fur like this came from such a mean little animal?
I'm surprised at you.
What for?
Talking about your first husband like that.
Oh, Joe. Yes, are you sure you can't come out tonight?
Oh, I can't go out tonight. I've got to do my coupons tonight.
Yes, I forgot. You know, my second husband spent pounds and pounds on those things.
Did he? Where did you get the money from?
From me.
Oh.
He gave up his job to devote more time to his coupons and pulls and things. Yes, you know, he had a system.
Another fellow with a system, eh?
I remember once he borrowed £50 from me to put on his system horse.
Did he?
He had his horoscope read, and they told him that 5 was his lucky number.
5.
So he picked a horse with 5 letters in its name on the 5th day of the month, and the jockey's name had 5 letters in it too. Well, you couldn't miss that, could you?
Oh, no. And what happened?
He came in 5th.
Has she gone out?
Cheeky thing, how dare you? You know, there's a lot in this horoscope business.
Oh, I believe so.
Oh, we're all born under certain signs. I was born under the sign of Venus.
There must have been a mistake.
What sign were you born under?
Visiting hours 2 till 4.
Mum, you're going to be late.
So I am, darling. I do talk on.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to stay in with Uncle Joe tonight. You don't mind Joe, do you?
Oh, no, it'll be a pleasure.
She's got her homework to do, so you won't hear a sound from her. She's very well behaved. She'd better be. Well, give me one before I go. Not you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mummy.
Now, look, Pauline, be a good girl, do your homework, and then I can get on with mine. And be quiet. What have you got to do today?
General knowledge.
General knowledge. Very nice, too. And don't forget, quiet.
I say, what city was it that Lady Godiva rode to on a white horse?
Bradford City, wasn't it?
No, it was Coventry City.
Coventry, oh, good. Coventry City to win.
Where did Bonnie Prince Charlie escape to in England?
Bonnie Prince Charlie. Ah, no, he was in the Scottish League.
Where did he escape to in England?
Accrington.
No. He went to Preston, on to Derby.
Preston and Derby. A draw.
What town is noted for its coffee?
Isn't that Everton or Halifax?
No, you see. Doncaster. That's a Scotch.
Doncaster to win. We're doing marvellous. Go on.
In what county did the famous outlaw live?
Ah, but what famous outlaw?
I suppose it means Robin Hood, who used to run the forest.
Nottingham Forest to win. We're doing famous. Any more?
What city is it where they are united and have to pray for rain?
I know. Don't tell me. Manchester United to lose. Go on, ask me some more.
No, I shan't.
Oh, go on, love.
I shan't. You're a big cheat making your cook now from what I tell you.
Let me look at that book.
No.
Let me look at... Come on, give me that book. Give me... Now look what you've done.
It's your fault.
Oh, it isn't funny, and it isn't my fault at all. You've ruined me coupon and I might have lost a fortune.
Well, I didn't do it. And I'll tell Mummy when she comes in.
Oh, no. Oh, you mustn't do that.
I will. And there'll be a row when she sees this.
I know. But what do you think I'd better do?
I should go to bed if I were you.
You think so?
I do.
Yes, well, perhaps I'd better then. All right.
Good night, Uncle Joe.
Good night, Pauline.
It won't come out. Oh. Bedtime for me. Good night, Henry.
Good night, my dear.
Hello, Dad. You're keeping late hours?
What? I'm keeping late hours? I like that.
Where's Mum? Gone to bed?
Just.
That's where I'm going too. Night, Dad.
Just a second, Eric. I'd like a word with you.
Certainly.
Your mother and I have just been discussing your forthcoming marriage to Irene Butler on the morning of the International.
Yes, that's right.
You're in a devil of a hurry, aren't you?
Well, what is there to wait for when Irene and I...
Aren't you taking serious methods very lightly?
Oh, Dad, why don't you stop worrying?
Well, Eric, I didn't think you're being quite fair after all I've done to you, and I think...
I know, but everything will be all right.
I thought you'd have had enough sense to have married Joyce Bentley. She was yours for the asking.
Why are you so anxious to press the attentions of Joyce Bentley on me?
Because she's a very nice girl who someday may be very rich. And what's more, she's very fond of you.
Maybe all you said, but I'm not the least interested in Joyce Bentley. Never have been since I met Irene.
I have nothing against Irene Butler personally, but I think you're making a big mistake, Eric.
Dad, what's the use of continuing with this matter any further? You're only wasting your time. Irene and I are definitely getting married.
Very good, Eric. But I'm warning you now. Under no circumstances will I come to the marriage.
Very well. If that's your attitude, all I can say is I'm very sorry. Night, Dad.
Well, I don't think I handled that situation too tactfully. But what's thieves?
Come on, make me there. Come on, clear the road. Let's get in. Long month. Why do you want to come in for this? I said you like to be in school. If you don't respect for that, you'll have to do it. That's what tell them off.
That's the idea. I say, isn't it grand our team's on against the Rovers, the league leaders?
Marvellous, really. Come on. What are you going to attempt to look in a hurry?
All right, be quiet. Don't get excited. No good rushing, is it? You never get anywhere with rushing, do you?
Well, I didn't, did I?
Oh, well, you ought to know. Rovers and United. I wouldn't miss that game for the Gold Club.
I say, but what are you going to do if Turner's not fit to play?
They might put you in.
Well,
listen, I've heard the rumour, but I'm saying nothing.
Here, come on, what are you going to attempt to
All
look?
right,
Talk now. Come on, mind him up there. Come on, get it, you as well. Come on. Get that in. Come on. Get up. Get up. Get up.
How do you do? Yes, what can I do for you, sir?
2 postal orders at 5 shillings each. How much will that be?
Well, I can't say offhand. I'm not a chartered accountant, you know. How much do you usually pay?
Well, I forget.
Well, that's no good to me. You've got me mixed up already.
Well, it's a matter of poundage.
Matter of what?
Poundage.
Nothing to do with poundage. You came in here and asked for postal orders, didn't you?
The poundage is the charge for issuing the order.
You want postal orders? Don't start any rough stuff, you know. If you're looking for trouble, you can have it any time. You keep out of this. You asked for postal orders, didn't you?
What's going on?
He's trying to work one on you, that's
No,
all.
I'm not.
He's trying to do it quicker. Listen, how much are 2 postal orders at 5 shillings?
5 and 6.
There you are, 5 and 6. He's doing the forecast. Now, if he'd have only gone for a winner, yeah, you can. How much are 2 postal orders at 5 shillings each?
Well, including poundage, 10 and 3.
10 and 3. There you are, 10 and 3. You owe me 13 bob.
That's right, yeah.
That's right. It's no good kidding yourself, you know. 10 and 3. Thank you very much. There you are, sir. Much obliged to you.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any inconvenience.
Oh, that's it. Don't let it happen again. That's all. I'm just telling you for your own good. Yes, the firms, the lads. You.
5 and 9, 2 and 9, and 3 shillings only.
Hello, love.
Hello, Joe. The usual.
Aye.
Oh, go away.
Well, you've just come in. I've been in here nearly 2 hours.
No, I can see you're no gentleman.
Well, just take your place in the queue, that's all.
Oh, if I were not a perfect lady, I'd give you such a slosh across the snitch.
Get out, you little witch.
Hey, just a moment.
Oh, you hear what he called me?
What do you call it?
He called me a witch.
Really?
I think so.
You apologize to that child, otherwise I will stop you in the door.
Yeah, we'll go right in.
Now, wait a moment. No trouble in here, and you get outside. Come on.
Go when I've got my orders.
Sit down.
You've got your orders now. Get outside before that child. I'm in the mood. Oh, you want to have a look, do you?
Go on, Bob. 6 aboard and get outside.
Let me get going on, Get up there. You're a lucky girl. There might be a bit of trouble over there.
Thank you. so much.
That's it. Give me a pound, I'll say nothing.
I didn't hear you.
You heard, all right. Hello, what's this? Matching nibbling?
No, be silly, it's a racket.
It's a racket. Everything's a racket these days.
But you must know I've been playing tennis.
Oh, tennis.
It's good for my figure.
You're a bit late thinking of that, aren't you? You heard. As a matter of fact, really, I like indoor sports.
You do?
Oh, yes, tiddlywinks is my game.
A tiddlywinks?
The last game I played, I was beaten 2 tiddles to 2 winks.
I say, what a pity.
It was a pity. Mm-hmm.
Of course, I serve underhand.
You
sometimes.
do?
Mind you, there's nothing underhand about me.
That's what you think.
But of course, my strong point is my service.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You've forgotten I stay at your place.
And I would assure you.
Certainly.
My first service today with Mrs. Jones was a smasher.
Must have been.
Oh, it got out right on the wrong foot.
It did? Did you try again?
That was scored 15 love.
15 what?
15 love.
You astonish me. I didn't even know you cared.
Then my second service.
You had another do?
Oh, that was a top spin.
Must have been.
Oh, yes, the ball went skimming all over the place.
Really?
Caught her napping.
Oh, she was asleep when you played it?
Yes. Then, of course, that brought the score to 30 love.
30 love?
Yes.
Really?
30 love.
Didn't you get an LBW?
Oh, dear, she leveled the score to, what was it now, juice.
Oh, juice. What the juice are you talking about?
Oh, then I gave her a smash.
You must have done.
Oh, right in the clock.
In the clock?
Yes, it was Van In.
Van who?
In the clock.
Oh, in the clock.
Van In.
She shoot you for that?
Yes, oh, no, what?
No, you know.
Oh, but she got her own back.
She did?
So did I.
I bet.
Oh, the game was exhausting.
Must have been.
Yes, it was Van Out.
Van out? And Van in?
Yes, that's right.
The driver couldn't make his mind up?
Yes, driver.
The driver of the van to the court? Your court?
Which driver?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't know what I'm talking to you about at all.
Well, why did you come in the shop?
I came in here for some tennis balls.
Well, we haven't got any tennis balls.
Well?
We've only got Alistair balls.
Alistair balls?
You heard?
What on earth can I do with Alistair balls?
You don't want me to tell you, do you?
Get
out,
out,
Get out, I'm a big man. Get out of here.
That's the position. Turner will be unable to play again this season.
That's very bad news, sir. Our reserve centre-forward Travers isn't experienced enough yet. He'd be hopeless against the Rovers.
Just bad luck.
Yes, I agree. But all the bad luck in the world won't help us. The position has arisen, and we've got to overcome it. What do you suggest, Adams?
Chambers, the choice of a centre-forward is entirely in your hands. And you can solve the matter very easily and help our team to beat the Rovers.
In what way can I help solve the situation? I can only suggest that we shall have to give Travers another trial. It will be fatal to disturb the rest of the team.
What about your son, Eric? He's eligible. He's on our books.
Yes, Eric Chambers. That's impossible. You know Eric's playing for England that day.
Getting married too, I believe.
That's another matter. But playing for England, gentlemen, I don't think I could be expected to stand in the way of my son getting his first cap.
But with his brilliant performances for the university, he's always certain of a place in the English team, even if he missed this international.
I don't know, that's problematical. Whereas now, it's definite.
Mr. Chambers, you're chairman of Townsend United. You've a son who can help us considerably and help our club to create record and history. With Eric playing, our success is assured.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, gentlemen, you will have to leave this to me. I'll discuss the situation with Eric and will use all the influence I can.
I think it very kind of Mr. Chambers to take this attitude.
Well, I suggest we adjourn this meeting now until I've spoken to Eric. Thank you, gentlemen. Good night.
Good night. Good night, sir.
Well, that's that.
Now, everything being cleared up, we must drink the toast. Come on, Eric.
Yes.
There we are.
There. Here's a toast to Irene, my darling wife-to-be, mother, father, and success to Townsend United in the next round.
And here's to our cup tie honeymoon.
Now, here's wishing Eric every happiness with Irene. And may he score the winning goal against the Rovers.
And here's to my dear husband, Henry, the greatest worry over nothing that ever lived.
The Townsend United Supporters Club. When I announce at their concert tomorrow night that you're to play centre forward in the cup tie, they'll go mad.
Well, we'll see.
In conclusion, we must not forget Colin Turner and extend to him our sympathy and wish him a speedy recovery. And finally, here's to a Townsend United victory. And now we're going to be entertained by one of our oldest and greatest supporters, Joe Butler, in a sketch entitled The Return. I think you'll like it.
Hello, Fred.
Hello, Martha. Any news of Sandy?
No, not yet. Oh, isn't it grand? Sandy's coming home after 5 years. I'm so thrilled.
I'm sure you are. Everything ready for him?
Yes, even to the Union Jack outside. Well, sit down, Fred.
Oh, no, I'd better not. It's getting late, and I don't think he'll come tonight.
Look at the door.
Oh, I'll go and see who it is.
Perhaps it's news of Sandy. I do hope it is.
Right, for you. Well, go on, open it.
Oh, listen, it is from Sandy. Expect me home any time. Send the children to the pictures, give them a shilling each and tell them to see it round twice. Love, Sandy. Listen, they're cheering. That's Sandy. Oh, it must be Sandy.
Yes, it is Sandy. Martha!
Sandy!
Martha! Hello, Fred. Hello, good night. Oh, Martha. How are you, Fred? See you tomorrow. Good night. Martha.
Welcome home, Sandy.
Hello, I didn't notice you. How are you? All right?
All right, thanks.
Shame you've got to go, isn't it?
Yes, well, I'll leave
Good
you
night.
two
Yes,
lovebirds.
good night. Close the door when you go out.
Good night, Martha. Good night, Sandy.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, Sandy, it's grand to have you home again after 5 years.
A long time, isn't it?
Love is a wonderful thing. It starts in heaven.
Yes, and finishes in the news of the world and all that.
Well, I'll get you some tea.
Are we going to eat?
Well, Sandy, you haven't said how you like the home yet.
The home? I think it looks grand.
You wait till you go upstairs.
I am.
We've got twin beds and everything.
Twin bed? We don't have twins, are we?
Well, anything can happen now. We've all been nationalised.
Oh, yes, they arrange it for you now, don't they?
What was it like on the ship, Sandy?
It was all right. Don't believe all you read, you know. The ship I came back in was marvellous. You know, in that ship we had room for 1,500 men.
1,500 men?
And there were 5,000 of us. It was grand.
Did you get good weather?
Oh, with a terrible storm one night. The ship was rocking and swaying. And you know what a bad sailor I am, don't
Did you feel bad, Sandy?
Oh, I was very mal-de-mer that night.
Mal-de-mer?
That's French for you can't take it with you.
Well, never mind. Sit down and get your supper.
Well, I'm ready for it, believe me. You know, Martha, I haven't had a real meal since I left. What's this supposed to be?
Nice bit of spam.
Spam? I've been abroad for 5 years and you've got the... I don't want that.
No, you haven't altered a bit in 5 years.
No, and that hasn't. I remember that piece before I went away.
Still the same old Sandy, always looking for trouble.
I'm not looking for trouble. I want some food, that's all. Anyway, I can't eat it like this. Give me some bread.
We've got no bread.
Well, give me some toast.
So you haven't altered. Do you want a row?
Why, do you want a row?
I don't mind.
Oh, well, you haven't altered very much yourself, have you? This is very good. All right, we'll have a row. And it'll be a good row, I'll promise you that. We haven't had one for 5 years. And I've learnt some new words since I've been away, and you're going to hear them all tonight. Now, first of all, I'll put this away before we start. Now, I think we'll take your family tonight, shall we? I think we'll start with the favourite, your mother. Then there's your father.
My father's a gentleman.
Your father's a gentleman. You remember before we got married, your father came to me, he said, Sandy, when you and Martha get married, I'm going to settle something on you.
Well, didn't he?
Yes, your mother.
Oh, Sandy, why can't we be happy
Like the people next door. I've been waiting for that, yes.
I'm surprised that you upset
Oh, don't turn the tap on. Don't start snivelling tonight.
What would you do if I died?
What do you think I should do? Have you stuffed?
When you went away, you told me to carry on.
Yes, and you did. I've heard all about it. Now, you started that. You brought that up, you know. I didn't. I was saving that for tomorrow night, but you started it, so we'll carry on. And who's this? Oh, it's me.
Sandy. Sandy, why don't you like my mother?
What a nice, sensible thing to say.
Do you remember the party we had the night before you went away? You told her all those funny stories and she nearly died laughing.
I must think of some funny ones.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Martha. I didn't mean to say that. I was thinking it and it just came out. Come on, Martha, come on. No more arguments, no more quarrels. Is that a promise?
It's a promise.
And you are glad to see me, aren't you? Isn't me coupons you're after, is it, Martha?
What are you going to do with your coupons, Sandy?
Oh, I've sold them. 1 and 6 each. I did all right. 5 years, eh?
Been a long time.
Well, it's getting late now, Martha.
Getting late? What time is it, Sandy?
Nearly 12 o'clock.
Really, 12 o'clock? I shall be late.
When I left the station, it was 11:30. When I got to the bottom of our street, it was 11:45. That makes the time now. What's the idea? You're not going out, are you?
You heard what Miss Rattley said on the wireless.
I didn't hear Miss Rattley on the wireless. What did he say?
Said that all married women should go back to work.
Oh, and what's that got to do with me?
Well, I'm on nights.
Oh, I see. You're on nights, are you? This is very good. I've been abroad for 5 years. I come home, you give me spam for my supper. Half the pubs are closed. Queues all over the place. Rationing the bread, weakening the beer, and my wife on nights, eh?
Sandy, where are you going?
Back to ruddy Germany.
Joe Butler. Nice fella. I know him, mind you. Comes to my house with a pair of bicycle clips and borrows me bike. Not that I mean anything wrong about him. Been a policeman, you know, high above it. He was on duty in the West End of London once where I have my flat in the Waterloo Road. And he'd taken a big drunken fellow up to the police station. Walking along the street with this prisoner when the prisoner's hat falls off. He turns out to Joe, he says, Joe, hey, Bobby, can I go and get me hat? Joe said, no, I can't. If I let you go for your hat, you won't come back. You stop where you are and I'll fetch your hat. Good fellow minded the other fellow, Chambers. Eric. Good lad, Eric. Oh, very, very good player. Worth a lot of money for a transfer fee, there's no doubt about that. But if he hadn't have been playing for United tomorrow, it'd have been me. Have a look at that. It'd have been me all right, don't you worry. Transfer fees, 20,000 quid for Stanley Matthews. You know what they'd have to pay for me? 3 rows of houses and 10,000 clothing coupons. Perhaps you don't believe me, I'll tell you. Honestly, you don't believe it. Now, you just wait a minute and see. I'll tell you something. You can see by my style I'm a player, but I don't know what team I belong. I have been transferred from every big club, from Borstal Old Boys and Hong Kong. At thousands of pounds I've been valued. What kinds of pounds I won't say. But if I turned out for United tomorrow, I'd be transferred the next day. I was transferred from Sheffield to Derby. From there they sent me to the Spurs. Arsenal, Brentford and Preston North End wanted me for a player of theirs. Everton, they are complaining. Southampton wants some new men. When I turn out to play, you can hear them all say, here comes old Lousy again. I once played a game here for Bradford. That day I shall never forget. The spectators kept shouting, get off the field. It wasn't at me, you can bet. Now I got the ball and I started. I easily beat 7 men. I threw back my boot. I was just going to shoot. And the ref said, you're transferred again. So I don't think I'll ever be famous like Bastin or old Dixie Dean or the prince of them all. I mean Stanley Matthews, the finest outside man I've seen. I've been transferred from teams in the first league, the second and third leagues as well. When I die, I can swear if I'm playing up there, they'll want to transfer me too. Your deal.
I suppose you sold all the tickets to tomorrow's cut tie.
What do you think I am, a mug? I've still got 125 10 bob tickets.
How many can I have?
50, but I want 3 quid apiece for them.
3 quid? That's a bit stiff, isn't it?
That's my price.
What do I get?
10 bob a ticket.
That's fair enough.
Damn that girl, she's forgotten to put the phone through. Excuse me.
some very bad news for you. I'm phoning from the Institute Hall, where Mr. Chambers has just announced from the stage that his son Eric is playing in the cup tie for the United, instead of for England.
Are you sure, Bill? That's a blow. How am I fixed? Very badly. I stand to lose £5,000 if United win or even draw. Without Chambers, they hadn't a chance. What's that?
Leave it to me. I'll look after Eric Chambers, all right.
You can? Right. If Chambers doesn't play in the match tomorrow, your debt's scrubbed out besides a couple of £100 for yourself. Very well, be very careful.
Yes, I'll be careful with him. I must go now. Cheerio, see you tomorrow.
I wonder where Eric is. I know he had a lot of calls to make, but he promised to be back here by 10 o'clock definitely. Jack, go and ring Irene and see if she knows where he is. It's a good idea. You know, these bachelor parties are getting less and less. 12 months ago, there were 18 of us, and now there are only 6 of us. The girls round here certainly don't let any grass grow under their feet.
Sorry I'm late, boys. I just couldn't help it.
What the devil's happened to you? Look as if you'd been in a car smash. Have you, Eric?
I'm all right, Sam. Give me a drink.
You're all nerves. What have you been up to?
Oh, I just had a bit of a scrap, that's all. I'll let you get it.
I'm Sergeant Brown. Which of you is responsible for 2 men being wheeled to hospital?
I'm afraid I'm the culprit, Sergeant.
Oh, it's all right. It's not the first time these men have been in trouble.
Who are they?
One is named Clarence Bell.
Bell? Not the Bell that works for my father.
I'm afraid so. The other is also a well-known crook, Spud King.
What's the reason for it?
Obvious, doing a job. Someone wants you out of the way for tomorrow.
I see. Yes, I see it all now. Well, they're just unlucky, aren't they?
Yes,
For the drink, Sergeant.
Thanks. We've been trying to get these 2 for quite a while now.
Soda, Sergeant?
Please. They picked on the wrong one in you, Eric. You didn't half give them a bashing. Well, here's health to the bride and bridegroom and Townsend United.
Nice on you.
And this is David Southwood sending greetings to you all and welcoming you to the Townsend Rovers football ground. And you join a terrific crowd here of people who are excitedly waiting for the match to begin this afternoon. The ground is absolutely packed to suffocation. They're down there like sardines, and you couldn't get one more person in if you wanted to. Although I may say there are a lot of people outside the ground who definitely do want to come in, but who can't because the gates are actually locked and closed and barred at the moment. Police have had a very tough job here getting all these people in and controlling the traffic, but they've done very well. And the crowd themselves have been very sporting and good-humoured about the whole thing. Well, we're going to have a pretty ding-dong battle here this afternoon, I think. And there are no changes in either of the teams. Eric Chambers, the amateur, is captain of the Townsend United. And I think now that, yes, they're just going onto the field, and at the present moment, the 2 captains are with the referee in the centre, down there below. Chambers has won the toss, and he's chosen to kick with the wind. All players lined up now, they're all looking very fit, and there goes the whistle.
What a night, eh? Waste a good time. Half the pub's closed. We should have stayed in bed now. If you'd have taken my advice, got a taxi, we'd have got in and seen the match. Oh, no, we must go on the bus.
Well, you can't blame me for everything. Well, that sunshine was his fault.
I don't blame him at all. It's all your fault. We should have gone on my bike now.
Look what I've got, Uncle.
Where'd you get that?
The ragman.
Ragman?
Yes. I gave him a pair of your old shoes for it.
I haven't got any old shoes.
You haven't now.
I wish him to buy some coupons.
You look so miserable. What's the matter with you? Is the match off or something?
No, they wouldn't let us in.
Well, it serves you right. You should keep sober.
Sober, I like that. I've been to a few weddings in my time, but I've never seen so little given to so many.
When I got married, we had sandwiches soaked in beer.
There were millions at the match, you know. We couldn't get near the gown. Never mind the entrance.
I thought you had tickets.
Of course we had, but they locked the gate.
You can't open the gate with a ticket.
Well, you'll get your money back.
We don't want the money back. We wanted to see the match.
Oh, well, I can't help it. Go on, clear out. I'm busy.
Listen, you're wasting your time since the house went. Listen, go and put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, will you?
So what about these?
Give me the tools, I'll finish the job.
Now, be careful. Don't spoil them.
I'll make these into a burnt offering.
Joe, did you see Irene?
No, they were too busy. Getting married and enjoying themselves. Doesn't matter about us. Oh, no, we can't have a bit of pleasure.
Oh, Joe, you know what it is. Love's young dream.
Yes.
Oh, Joe, I'm burning with love.
Are you?
What shall I do?
Go and jump in the river. Go
All
on.
right. Oh, Joe.
Well, nothing like a helping hand.
Say,
Look who's here. Good heavens, it's an Irish terrier.
Frank Sinatra.
Why keep death off the road?
Well, how's the gap today, Grandad? He's looking very well.
Terrible. He's been playing that with me all day.
Well, you can't always go by appearances, you know.
No, you can't, Joe.
No.
You know I'd do anything if I could get rid of it forever.
You want to take some arsenic?
Arsenic?
Yes, you've got the old lace.
Oh, Joe, leave Grandad alone.
He'll be all right. Now, sit down, Grandad. There you are. Careful, careful. All right, are you? Now let me take your stick. That's right. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandad. I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't tread on the good one, did I?
To be more careful.
I'm sorry. What have you come for?
I've come to broadcast the match.
What match?
Rovers, United, Cup Guy.
Hear that?
Cup Guy?
Have they really got a broadcast?
Well, you heard what the old chap said.
Well, what are we waiting for?
For him. Go on, switch it on.
All right,
Go on.
leave it to me, leave it to me.
Come on, be quick.
Well, at the end of the first half of this match between Townsend Rovers and Townsend United, the score is Rovers 0, United 0, and it's been a most exciting game, full of action. United appear to be slightly the better team, most particularly in the forward line. Eric Chambers is without doubt an extremely clever centre forward, and he's been well supported by his forwards right from the kick-off. If United can keep up the pressure in this half, I think they should stand a very good chance of winning the match. Well, they're all lined up again now, and there goes the whistle. Chambers kicks off for United, and you're listening to a commentary by David Southwood on the match between Townsend Rovers and Townsend United. And after 15 minutes of the second half, there is still no score. The referee's just had a word with French, the Rovers' right half, in connection with a foul on Plummer. And now the United are starting an attack. One has the ball, he's racing up the right wing, along past to Plummer, Plummer to Chambers, Chambers and Gilbert, the Rovers' right back, fighting for possession. Oh, a lovely exhibition of footwork. Chambers has beaten his man, and he's racing to the penalty area. He's going to shoot, he shoots, and... just raised the crossbar. Well, he certainly had feared the Rovers' goalkeeper completely beaten that time. Well, that was terrific. Came into collision there with Goodwin, the Rovers centre-half, and I think that he's hurt himself. Wilson's down on the floor, on the ground there, and the trainer's running out with his sponge to just work on him. And while that is taking place, I'd just like to give you a little bit of information which I think will be of interest to all of you, particularly to the ladies. Eric Chambers was married this morning, and, of course, in addition to that very exciting event, he has this match, this cup tie this afternoon, and tonight is the first night of his honeymoon, a cup tie honeymoon, in fact, and I think I'd like to just take this opportunity of wishing him the very best of luck on behalf of all you people who are supporters of him, and I'm sure great friends of him. match between Townsend Rovers and Townsend United, there is still no score. United have been on top all through this half, and now Wilson has the ball. Here's another United attack beginning. Wilson to Stamford, Stamford to Chambers, and now Chambers is carrying down towards the goal. He's got a clear run. He should score now. No, here's Mertz going for him, and Chambers is down. Mertz brought Chambers down just inside the Rovers penalty area. This should mean a penalty. Yes, the referee's awarded a penalty against Rovers. And just listen to that crowd. What a climax to a classic match. Now, who's going to take the kick? I think Eric Chambers is going to take it. Or is he? Yes, he is. It is Chambers. Well, get ready. And the result of this cup tie between Townsend Rovers and Townsend United is United 1, Rovers 0. And now this is your commentator, David Southwood, saying goodbye from the Rovers ground.
Quick!